This video is about difference of squares, how to recognize it, and how to factor it. So here's a whole bunch of examples of difference of squares. It's important to recognize difference of squares, and the way that you're recognizing difference of squares when you're factoring is that you have two terms that are being subtracted, so that's the difference, and both of the terms are perfect squares. So you can factor this as x plus 3 times x minus 3. And that's because the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 9 is 3. And then you'll notice that each of the signs in each of our factors are opposite. So we have a plus and a minus. So similarly, our second example, we have 16x to the fourth minus 25. So if we take the square root of 16x to the fourth, we get 4x squared. And if we take the square root of 25, we get 5. So those are our terms. And then because it's the difference of squares, we're going to have one that's plus and one that's minus. So we can do the same even for a trig expression. So we have sine squared minus 1. So that would turn into sine of x plus 1 times sine of x minus 1. So on the right, I have the opposite way. So it's important to recognize difference of squares when it's factored and when you need to multiply it out because it saves you time. So if you look here, we have x plus 5 times x minus 5. So you'll notice that you have the opposite signs. You have the 1 plus, 1 minus. And so if we were to distribute this out, we end up with x squared plus 5x minus 5x, and then minus 25. So what happens when you're multiplying out difference of squares, the middle terms, the plus 5 minus 5x, those cancel. So you're going to end up with x squared minus 25. So if you know that when you're looking for it, you can save yourself the time of having to multiply everything out, and you know that it's going to be x squared minus 25. So similarly, on the second one, we can see that we have the plus and the minus, and we have the same first and second term. So that would turn into 1 minus sine squared of theta. Now, it's important to not get confused when it's not a difference of squares. So even though this one has a minus, x minus 3 squared is equivalent to x minus 3 times x minus 3. And so if we have that, you'll notice it is not opposite signs. And so if we were to multiply that out, we get x squared minus 3x, so that would be minus 6x plus 9. So that is not a difference of squares. That is a binomial squared, and so it's important to know the difference between those two.